Start.
Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to present our major project, which is on the topic design and development of cooling plant for faculty staff room, Department of Mechanical. In our project guide are Dr. Rasmi Dwivedi ma'am and Professor Sanjay Kumar Singh sir. And this project is submitted by Achal Singh, Deepak Gujwa, Ritik Gupta, Saita Singh, and Vivek Kumar. So in our project we have made some content which are introduction, literature review, objective and research gap, methodology, result and discussion, and last conclusion. So the first part, introduction, which I am going to deliver. My name is Deepak Gunjwa. So we have made a project which is based on centralized air conditioning system, means chiller plant. As we all know that during summer we use air conditioning system AC for our rooms and hospitals, college, schools for cooling purpose. But if we use different ACs for different rooms in the same building, then it will be very costly. So by using this, we have made a centralized air conditioning system which is based on vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So this chiller system is of two types, that is air cooled chiller and water cooled chiller. In air cooled chiller, we flow the air inside the pipe throughout the room which we are going to cool. And in water cooled chiller, we use water instead of air, which flow inside the pipe throughout the room to cool that space. And so literature review. We have gone through the different papers which are available at the internet. Many authors have studied about these cooling systems, and they have done their experiments, and also by seeing their findings and their concept, we have we have got the conclusion like their project is basically installed for commercial places, and it is very cost effective. It is very costly, like energy consumption is high, and installation and maintenance cost is also high. But we are going to make a project which is having efficient cooling with low energy consumption and other costs. So our objective is like to make a cooling system with using secondary refrigerant as water, and we have calculated the COP by using the concept. And our project is for is a faculty staff room, so it is also very cost saving. Now the next part, which I am going to hand over to Ms. Sarita Singh.
Okay, I am going to explain about our methodology of our project. This is our layout of our project, where different unit which is shown in slides: compressor unit, water tank, flow meter, pump, evaporator, two evaporator which we use, and electric meter and rotometer. This is a working cycle of our project. Two type of cycle simultaneously we used. So first one is the refrigerant cycle, and second one is water cycle. This is a parts components which consist in our project: compressor unit, primary refrigerant, temperature gauge, rotometer, digital thermometer, PVC pipe, fan speed regulator, insulation sheet, pump motor, which one is 60 watt, and secondary refrigerant. This is a setup of our project, which shows the different parts of our project: rotometer, flow meter, compressor unit, secondary refrigerant, which is water, primary refrigerant, which is R134A, energy meter, thermostat controller, temperature gauge. This is a temperature gauge which is K type. This is first one is a compressor unit which is 1.5 ton. A second one is the energy meter and thermostat controller. Here first one is the evaporator coil and electronic temperature gauge with fan and fan speed regulator. Second one is the electric pump, which one 60 watt each for circulation of water. Thermal insulation of PVC pipe for secondary refrigerant circulation. Secondary refrigerant which we use water, and second one is a rotometer. And there is our team and our mentor. And for next, I would like to give Achal.
Thank you, Sarita. That's observation table. Observation table for one day. when single evaporator fin is working with water as a secondary refrigerant, data for achieving steady state condition, time at which compressor unit switch on 150 pm, then cooling tank initial water temperature is 23 degrees Celsius, plant location room temperature is 29 degree and atmospheric temperature is 37 degree. Compressor unit kept upon for 30 minutes till 2:20 pm without secondary refrigerant calculation. Then readings for plant location, then time, cooling tank initial water temperature, atmospheric temperature, return water temperature to the tank, power consumption, flow rate. Then every 15 minutes, then temperature, atmospheric temperature was gainer. Reading for desired cooling space when single evaporator fin is working and other is closed. Time, room temperature and fin temperature, number of person sitting in a room, number of opening and closing of doors every 15 minutes. Then for calculating our COP, then COP, next. COP, average temperature of water inside the tank, average temperature of water returning to the tank, average flow rate of water, power consumption in 1 hour is 1.1 kilowatt. Then COP was 1.2. Next. Observation table for second day when single evaporator fin was working with water as a secondary refrigerant. Data for achieving steady state condition. Time at which compressor unit switch on 12:50 pm. Then cooling tank initial water temperature is 23 degrees Celsius and plant location room temperature is 27 degree and atmospheric temperature is 33 degree. Compressor unit kept open for 30 minutes till 1:20 pm without secondary refrigerant circulation. Next. Then reading of plant location, time, cooling tank initial water temperature, atmospheric temperature, return water temperature to the tank, power consumption, flow rate every 15 minutes. Then reading for desired cooling space when single evaporator coil is working and other is closed. Time, room temperature, evaporator temperature, number of persons sitting in a room, one number of opening and closing of doors every 15 minutes. Then average temperature of water inside the tank, average temperature of water returning to the tank, average flow rate of water, power consumption in 1 hour is 1 kilowatt. Then COP was 1.26. Next. Observation for second day. Then handover is Ritik Gupta.
So I will be taking from now here. Observation table from day 2 when both evaporator coils are working with water as a refrigerant, secondary refrigerant. So the readings and the content are given. Time, cooling tank initial water temperature, atmospheric temperature, return water temperature to the tank, power consumption, flow rate. Next. Reading from desired cooling space when both evaporator coils are working. Time, room temperature, both evaporator coil 1 temperature, evaporator coil 2 temperature are given, and number of persons sitting in the room, number of opening and closing of the doors. Next. Average temperature of water inside the tank, average temperature of water returning to the tank, average flow rate of water. These are the values we have taken averages and calculated COP for the day 2 when both evaporator coils are working and the COP is 1.51. Next. Data under consideration. The data are given. Volume of the room to be cooled 6,000 feet cube, inlet diameter of pipe, outlet diameter of pipe, and the thickness of insulation which we given to the pipes are given. Next. So finally we have in the conclusion part, this project is cost effective and efficient as compared with the conventional cooler and water chiller system, as it is based on VCRS system. It has very low effect on the environment as it saves electricity and water. This concept is very cost effective as compared to air cooled chiller and air conditioning system. Next. Advantages of our chiller plant: economical and environmental friendly, compact, lightweight, acquire less area. Installation cost is low compared to existing cooling system. Low maintenance cost and longer lifespan. Thank you.